Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is December 16th, and that means day 350 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, now that that fidget spinner phase is pretty much faded away, you probably have boxes of these guys laying around the house you just don't know what to do with. Well, it's the holiday season, and I found this awesome 3D printable spinning Christmas tree. And our print turned out really good, and I can't wait to share it with you guys, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 350 of the 3DP 365 project. As I was saying in the introduction, you probably have boxes of bearings laying around from that fidget spinner craze we all went through, and you just don't know what to do with them. Well, it's the holiday season, and I found the perfect model to print to utilize all those leftover bearings. And that's this very cool spinning Christmas tree model. And our print turned out awesome. I am super happy with the results. We downloaded this model from My Mini Factory, and this is actually designed by Juka, the same person who designs all those really cool castles and towers that we printed in the past. And he made this really cool, easy to print Christmas tree model that utilizes all those leftover bearings. And this is a very, very cool model. I really love the way this looks. It's a really cool representation of 3D printing. Of course, we did use a really healthy layer height. Once we downloaded this model from My Mini Factory, I separated it out into 3 different build plates to utilize 3 different colors of Matter Hackers filament. For the tree part, I used forest green Standard PLA. For the gold star, I used their Pro Series gold. And for the tree trunk part, I used their Pro Series brown. All the parts except for the star were printed at a 0.24 millimeter layer height because I really wanted to show off those big beefy layers. And I used 4 top layers, 3 bottom layers, and 3 perimeters. And I also did 15% infill on all the tree parts, and I only did 10% infill on the star. We also printed everything out at 40 millimeters per second, except for the star, which I downed to 30 millimeters per second, because it's a tiny little model and it didn't need to go that fast for this. Now I did have to do a little bit of cleanup on the model, and the only part of the cleanup I had to do was the pegs that join the bearings to the model itself. And you will use 5 bearing sets to make this all work spinning. And as you can see, the prints turned out really, really good. In the bottom tree part, there's some areas in the bottom there where you can add some weight to it by putting in some nuts. And I chose not to do that because ours is spinning really good. I don't want to add any more weight to it. I think it spins really well. All the parts slid together really, really nicely. There were no problems whatsoever with the prints. My gMax 1.5 did a stellar job on all these models, the 1.5 XT Plus. And we didn't have any problems assembling it either. And I have a little video here I can show you guys of me just putting it together. It actually took me about 2 minutes to put the whole thing together. Of course, I did do some cleanup after I pulled the parts off the print bed to remove the seam that happens, and that's just part of 3D printing. There's nothing really you can do about that unless you print in vase mode, and you really can't print these in vase mode. But I'm really happy with the print. I really love this model. I'll put the link down in the description so you guys can download and print this yourself. And it only took about 8 hours total to print everything up. If you're going to print them up in separate colors, of course, you have to take some time in between. Make sure you clean out your extruder so you don't have any leftover filament or any color left over because you don't want any bleed through. But all the prints turned out really, really good. I am super happy with the results. I love using this 0.24 millimeter layer height because it really does put down a nice beefy layer, and I don't have any problems with layer adhesion. And all the models slid together easily. The only cleanup, like I said, I had to do was on the pegs that connect the bearings to each of the tree model parts. But other than that, I am super happy with the print. I really love it. It's actually kind of a fidget spinner Christmas tree, so you are kind of making a new fidget spinner because you are kind of addicted to kind of spinning it, and you can spin it in different directions, and then the weight of it will actually force itself to all spin in the same direction. After a couple of seconds there, you'll see that do that. But I'm really happy with the print. Like I said, this makes an awesome addition to all of our holiday decorations, and it really does make use of all those leftover bearings from the fidget spinner craze. Well, that about wraps it up for day 350 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you guys found this episode interesting and informative, and if you're looking for ways to support the channel, check out those affiliate links down in the description. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.